Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. Now this is a segment I've been doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine films from the movie Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical version, but the television version as well. Today we're going to be talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a 1974 film, which runs approximately 83 minutes, and is written and directed by Tobe Hooper. Now, he passed away on August 26, 2017, at the age of 74. He was responsible for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Poltergeist, and Jinn. Now, this stars Marilyn Burns as Sally. She passed away on August 5th, 2014, at the age of 65. She was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, The Next Generation, Texas Chainsaw 3D, and Helter Skelter. Edwin Neal as the Hitchhiker. He was in Future Kill, My Boyfriend's Back, and Death Breed. And Alan Danziger as Jerry. He was in Cannibal Comedian and Eggshells. Now, the budget on this film was $300,000, and the worldwide gross was $30.8 million. Wow. And apparently, John Larroquette, who played not only the narrator, but he's also the guy on the television that they're watching later on, his payment for being a narrator was receiving a joint. That's pretty cool. Alright. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. One of my all-time favorites. A brief synopsis. This is about a bunch of kids, Franklin and Sally in particular, who go back to their old family house, which just happens to be right near the Sawyers, which is a cannibal family that dispatches them one by one. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into it any more than that. Hopefully, most of you have seen this. If not, I didn't really spoil anything. So, this, Joe and I watched it. This Pioneer DVD was actually the only copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre I have that I had yet to watch. I probably have more copies of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre than any other movie in my, well, maybe that's not true, but it's close. I probably have about 10 different copies of this. This one is the Pioneer copy, and to be honest, the picture's kind of crappy. But that's kind of, the reason why I'm telling you this is, I've seen it in high def. I've seen it in, Ultimate Blu-ray. I have the Black Maria set courtesy of Degler's Reviews. Thank you, Ian. But this copy right here, there's something gritty and grimy about it, which, in my opinion, kind of fits the movie really well. Actually, Joe and I were talking about it. It's not a great copy, but it does really fit the mood of the film. Now, this movie is infamous for not really having a lot of blood, but being one of the most disturbing movies in history. And that's wild that your imagination can really do that without blood. I mean, even Halloween doesn't have a whole lot of blood, but it's scary. It's tremendously scary. Yeah. This is an amazing film. It changed the way I looked at film, like Halloween. These are one of the few movies that really inspired me. I watch this a few times a year, and in my opinion, it really holds up well. Even being as old as it is, being from 74, I mean, I was 3 when this came out, and it still holds up extremely well. There's something so disturbing about the dinner scene that it's it's wild. It definitely is. For my recommendation, I was going to pick another chainsaw movie, but I figured there are so many, not rip-offs, but movies that are like it. I wanted to pick a good one that was maybe a little off the beaten track. Now, I know a lot of people know about this film, but the one I picked is Frontiers. Now, this is a French film, and it's one of those French extreme films. And this has a very similar story. It's about a family of cannibals, basically. And that's kind of what it has in common. This is a fantastic film. It does get a lot of praise, but it also deserves to get a lot of praise. And it's funny because the first time I saw Frontiers, I went to watch it again and completely forgot that I had seen it the first time. And it was like bringing it all back of how good of a movie it really was. Because it was quite a few years between viewings of this. But definitely check out Frontiers. If you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you'll probably like this. Although it is subtitled, so you're going to have to read subtitles. And don't forget to check out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you've never seen it, where have you been living? We are on planet Earth. And don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a relatable recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.